Okay, so we got Dan Orlovsky, former backup quarterback to Matt Stafford for the Detroit Lions and ESPN analyst, backing up and defending Mac Jones's regression and stating what he thinks is the problem. Now, Dan Orlovsky, I think he's pretty good on ESPN, and he's been shooting his shot at trying to get a coaching job in the NFL. I think a lot of these analysts are, especially after seeing recently Jeff Saturday become the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. But nevertheless, let's get into the story. I'm getting this from Patriots Wire. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more New England Patriots news. So let's see what this is going on. So during an appearance of Merloni, Faria, and Mego, Orlovsky was asked if he'd be interested in taking an offensive coordinator job under Bill Belichick if given an opportunity. And he says, quote, "If Mac Jones is there, I would. I think it's ignorant to sit there and go, you don't want to learn from the greatest coach ever. I know that's not an easy thing. I've heard it's a hard job. Most of the NFL has heard that, yeah, it's a hard job for sure, but I also think it's a job where you sit there and go like you have the opportunity to learn from the greatest ever. Again, that's probably a long, long road away, but I think at the right place at the right time, it's something that I'm very much interested in." So that was in that quote. Like I said, he's angling to be able to get a head coaching job in the NFL. But I specifically want to touch on the Mac Jones regression. It doesn't state it in this article, but he spoke about that, and I can't play the actual audio here because I'll get striked on YouTube, and I'm not trying to get that. But Mac Jones' regression, as I've stated in the past, and I think it's pretty obvious, the offensive coordinator change going to Matt Patricia, that is an issue that he has been struggling with. He clearly had that ankle injury that he set him back when the offense was rolling a little bit, and there seems to be a little bit of a sophomore slump. So he's still readjusting to this offense, but all in all, although I think Matt Patricia has done a decent job of calling the offense, at some point we're going to need a real quarterbacks coach in there, and we're going to need a real offensive coordinator in there, and it needs to be consistent. Now, I don't think for one second that Mac Jones is going to get an extension next year. I don't think he's played well enough to be able to get an extension next year. I think that's when he's due. So he's probably likely going to go into his fifth year before we even decide if that's going to be an option or not. But there's going to be the need to be some changes if we really want to see the full potential of what Mac Jones can bring to the table. I believe in Mac Jones. I think he's a good quarterback, and he could become a pretty, really above average quarterback or even better quarterback if you put these things in place. Now, as far as who the offensive coordinator is, we're probably going to need to shake things up, and Bill Belichick is going to have to break his tradition and his mold, and don't go back to Josh McDaniels. We see what Josh McDaniels is. We know he's not a head coach. He's clearly struggling over there in Las Vegas right now. And although I like Josh McDaniels as an OC, I don't want him back in New England. I think we need to get a young guy who's more innovative, because we see the Sean McVays, we see the Mike McDaniels, we see the Kyle Shanahans. There needs to be some other guys. So we need to see who's out there, who's on the come up, who has more exciting plays that Mac Jones can collaborate with, and see where we go from there. Those are my thoughts on what Mac Jones, or how to make Mac Jones a better quarterback for the New England Patriots, especially for his future in New England. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with me? Do you believe that Mac Jones needs to have a younger OC, a more innovative OC? Do you think that Dan Orlovsky deserves a head coaching job? Like I said, I think he's good on ESPN. He really breaks things down, but ESPN is not the sideline of the NFL game. Let me know your comments down below. Hit the like button on this video. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.